In this video, I'm going to talk about a common issue in backend development, which is known as dual write issue. So usually commonly happens in distributed system, but this could also happen in normal monolithic app development when you have to work with external third-party APIs and so on. So the issue is like in when you have to update two separate systems as a single operation, one operation could fail and it can create inconsistencies. Like you create something on one service and you're trying to create the same thing like as a part of that operation in another system, and what will happen if one service failed? How would you handle rollback, like those things? That's the issue that we call as a dual write issue. So suppose we have this system where we have an order microservice and a shipping microservice, and each microservices has their own databases. Notice they are not two tables in same database, they are completely different databases. And in between here we are using an event bus to communicate between among other microservices as well. So in here in this diagram sketch, I'm only showing these two microservices only. A user create an order. What our backend will do is it will save the order into the order database, and then we will emit an event order created to Kafka, and then the shipping microservice will subscribe or consume from the Kafka topic, and it will process that, and basically it will create a new shipping record. So in the business level, what will happen is the shipping department here will consume the shipping DB to send couriers and restock and do all those sort of things, right? Basically, shipping department will handle couriers and stuff, and the order DB here, the order department here will use the order DB for analytics, accounting, and restocking, those kind of things. So now imagine a case where you write this. This is there are two writes, right? This is the first write, and this is the second write. So suppose this one is passed, but this one is failed. In this case, what will happen? The order department or stock department will see a new order created. Thus, they will deduct the amount of items in the order from this stock. However, for the shipping department, they will never see a new order created. Thus, they will not create a shipping record. That means the product will never reach to the person who ordered the product. So you can see how serious this issue is. So now let me show you this in code. So here I have this basic code, like we have two microservices, order and shipment microservice. Within the order microservice, I have a simple handler here, only one HTTP post request. Place order handler. Here we are creating a random like sample order, and then here we start a transaction. This is the first write, and we start a database transaction, by the way, using PostgreSQL. And here we insert it to our database, and finally we commit it. At this point, the order is in our order database. The next thing to do is emit the event. So here's the second write. Here we do the emit. We create a Kafka topic, Kafka event, and then we produce an event there, right? Now here I have this custom code. If I send a xcrash header true, this operation will crash. So this is for simulating a actual thing that can happen on our server, right? So after we save to the PG database, I can trigger a crash here, and that crash will cause because of this crash, it will never the emit to the Kafka will never run. So let's see this in action. So first, let me go to my Makefile. Here I have commands to start this server. So I have already started the my supporting services, and so this is the order service that I can start with this command. All right, now order microservice is listening. So what I will do, I will not start the shipping microservice yet. So if I send a post request to this endpoint, now it created an event, right? It created an order. So if I go to the order database here, you can see we have this single order. Also, if I go to the Kafka in the order topic, we have one message. So this is the order place event. It's the same user can. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to start the now shipping microservice as well. As soon as I started it, it will start to consume the Kafka topic. If we go back here and open the shipping database and query the shipment table, we can now see there's a one shipment created. So now I'm going to reset for the second test. So now I have reset the Kafka and database as well. So if I run this again, you can see all the things are now empty. So in this time, I'm going to restart my servers, Naive order, and then the Naive shipping microservice as well. And I'm going to send a request. Now this time you can see this got crashed. Now if we go back here, if we check the orders, you can see order is here. Alan has created an order. And if we check Kafka, you can see it was never raised here. So now you can see the issue, the order DB or the department or stock department, they can see an order has been created, but shipping database has never seen that happen. So this is exactly what the dual write issue.